5 years. This is how long Almond Gene Little's family has been searching for him, still wondering what happened. As part of our ongoing digital column, Missing in Houston, this morning we're learning more about Gene's case and where it stands today. KPRC2 digital content producer Holly Galvan is here live with us in Studio A with Gene's daughter to share more about her father's story. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Thank you, Zach. Lovetta, thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit with me about your father and his disappearance and how he went missing in October of 1999?
Yes, around 1999, my dad went missing. Prior to him going missing, my brother was murdered in '96. It was on my daughter's birthday. And what happened was it was a drug deal, you know, and my dad stole the drugs from my brother. And yeah.
Can you share a little bit more with me, kind of, as you were saying, about the impact of your brother's murder and how it kind of affected your father's disappearance?
Okay, it was the guys actually threatened my brother to come up with the money that the drugs dad had stole, and that if he did not, that they threatened to murder him. And sure enough, they did a home invasion, June 7, 1996, and murdered him.
How has your father's lifestyle and occasional absences influenced your understanding of his disappearance?
Well, the lifestyle that he lived was street life. You know, that was the norm, like, you know, go off to do his thing. And you saying, how did it have an impact on us? The murder definitely had an impact. It caused trauma to the family.
And then I know, coming from the situation, what inspired you to write your book, Dear Dad, and how has that affected, you know, your healing process?
Well, what inspired me is that I have counselor. My counselor with Access Health kept asking me. She was like, well, hey, you know, are you still working on your book? And I said yes, because it was a form of healing for me. And yes, it's on Amazon, Dear Dad.
Well, speaking of that, I know you do even more than that. You have advocacy work that has come out of this. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, Lost Sheep Ministry was birthed out of this pain, moving pain to purpose. And with that, what we do is we serve the homeless, physically and spiritually, food. And along with that, I'm also working with Representative Alma Allen, about trying to get a law set in place for the people, the families of missing persons, that's missing loved ones.
And what would that law, how would that affect and help families of missing loved ones? Well,
it would help, like, with compensation of, you know, just the entire situation of having to deal with pain and suffering, and along with having to basically work on your own case, your own family, missing loved ones family case.
I know we've talked about that there is a lot of expenses that come with, you know, flyers, PIs, anything you can do. Furthermore, what message do you have to anyone out there that might have information about your dad's disappearance?
Come forward. If you have any information, please come forward. Contact the HPD, Missing Persons Unit.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today and for the column. Handing it back over to you, Zach.
Okay, Holly, thank you very much. To read more about Gene Smith's case, head on over to our website, click2houston.com, and there you can search Missing in Houston. And if you have a story you want to raise awareness about, you can contact Holly at hgalvan@kprc.com. We'll be right back.